Phil,
Hello.
welcome to Plough Lane. You're a Wimbledon fan, I understand. How does it feel to be stood in the dressing room?
What a treat, man. This is where the magic begins and then the magic happens on the pitch. But it's great, man. It's such a great energy here. Seen plenty of games here, but you know, the presence of being here is special. Special place.
Everyone knows you as Jamie Tartt, obviously, from Ted Lasso.
So do my parents, which is terrifying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're walking down the street, do you get a lot of people who just say Jamie rather than your actual name? Do you get that one?
It does happen from time to time. That is nice. It's like, you know, someone seeing you work on your job and they're like, hey, I see you do your thing, and it's great. When people sing it, that's you know, that's a different kettle of fish. I was in America once and a guy stopped. You know those like 25,000 ton lorries that they have? He like it was a comedy bit. He like stopped and braked, and you get this like, ah! And then he like throws open the door and he starts singing the Jamie Tartt song. And I was like mostly threatened and terrified, but a little bit like shocked and stunned at how weird this whole thing had become. You know?
Yeah. When you got into acting, did you ever think you were going to play a footballer? And how did you come into that role?
Yeah, no. It's such an odd thing, because I think that when it how about we walk?
Yes,
Let's walk. It's such an odd thing because I think the conception of it felt like it might be a strange thing. I think a lot of us who were in it are very, we're big football fans, and so we wanted to make sure that it was like not just a sort of crap nonsense show.
Yeah.
And so even the people who were in it were sort of sceptical of it, which I think is the sort of Ted Lasso effect, I think, where, you know, people don't expect a huge amount from them, and then sort of they just about worm their way into your heart. So not really, we didn't really know what to expect when we first all signed up to it, but it just was like the most like beautiful, life-changing thing to be a part of. And it's such not a thing that you think as an actor. You think, oh yeah, I'm going to be playing a footballer, I'll be turning up. You know, we would film at, we filmed at Wembley, filmed at the Emirates, filmed at Stamford Bridge. Didn't film here, which I would have loved. But there's so many weird sort of like ancillary things that come from being a part of it.
You're here for a very special reason. You're modelling our fourth shirt, if you like, a special edition strip in aid of War Child and also in celebration of our 20-year partnership with Football Manager. Do you play Football Manager yourself? And also, how big is it for you to be part of wearing a Wimbledon shirt and promoting it?
Wearing a Wimbledon shirt, definitely the most important bit. I think but it also, I feel like it really exemplifies the sort of spirit of the club. It's a very much, it's in its conception is a community-based team, and I think that doing whatever the Dons can to, you know, to provide awareness of a charity like War Child, I think it's just, I'm so proud to be a Don, and I'm also so proud to be a part of this campaign. The shirt's awesome, it looks amazing, and there's a great history behind it. There's a great affiliation with, you know, Diana handing Dave the FA Cup, you know, us being the sort of black sheep of football. Yeah, it's a joy.
Have you ever had a better call than being asked to come down and model a Wimbledon shirt?
No, this is it. This is as good as it gets. The day that if I ever have a child, that will only be second to this, really. But I think, you know, and as I say, like, I've been fortunate enough to film in a few stadiums. But there's something so special about, you know, being here and knowing the history of it. And it's not a museum piece. This place is not a symbol of, like, just a symbol of the club's story. I think that, you know, great things are going to happen here, and it's just the beginning, and feeling, you know, being here, coming through it, you can sort of get that sense. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
Maybe
and then you've got all the old shirts here on the walls as well, which adds an extra touch to it. I mean, you never know. The shirt you're modelling today could one day be in one of these frames.
Well, this is definitely the most special to me of my time.
Yeah, you said that in an interview once, didn't you?
Yeah, I was here on this day, and Lyle Taylor and Akinfenwa scored. I remember there was so much I lost my way. It was just the most incredible day. But I remember the thing that's really stayed with me was the sounds that I was up in the gods, and there's a sound that Akinfenwa was just here, waiting for the ball, and a defender ran into him, and like the clap that this guy, he just ended up. It's like the 80th minute, and I don't know why. It just was like, this guy is a special dude, and that team was such a special team. You know, we had had Barry Fuller,
Jake Reeves,
back with us now, and having like Lyle Taylor, having the likes. It was an amazing special time.
And I think, sorry, Karen.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome, and I just love this shirt.
Yeah, and I think a great way to finish would be, you were saying off camera, John Green actually got you involved. He's big fan of ours. Obviously, he's helped sponsor us and helped bring Joe Lewis in permanently, famously. Doesn't like his logo being rolled up on the shorts. But how did he get you involved, and what's made your love grow for the club since then?
Well, I like to think of it as, it was a choice of supporting the Dons. It wasn't something I was born into. I am a fan of John, not just through his writing, but also through the YouTube channel he has with his brother, which is something that has drawn me incredibly close to my brother, is through the work that he's done on that. And so, for many, I'm sure that they know the story, but he played on FIFA as AFC Wimbledon, and through the ad revenue that he got through that channel, he then put towards AFC Wimbledon, and has now sponsored the shorts, which is just beautiful. It's a genius thing, and he again sort of exemplifies the spirit of the club as well, in this thing of it being he always has this phrase of all of the unimportant things, football is the most important, and he has this great way of sort of putting everything into context. But I also think putting AFC Wimbledon in the context of what the world of football is such a special thing. It's a very rare thing. And so he, as his job, is very good at putting things into words. And if you want to hear it done better, you should go and watch him. But yeah, it's a really fun. I love seeing him come down and watch the games. I'd love to play against him on FIFA. What I want to do is have AFC Richmond, which is the team at Ted Lasso, play against AFC Wimbledon, and I want to play against him. And
a half each for each team.
Yes. He can play as the Dons, and I'll play as Richmond, because.
Yeah. What's your rating on FIFA?
Oh God, did you ask me what my rating is? FIFA? He's 84. 84 beginning, and he's got good potential.
Good pace. Quick.
He's rapid. I'm not, but he is.
Listen, Phil, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Pleasure having you down. Thanks very much for your time.
What a treat. Come on, you Dons.